Wow. Night 3 update. So last night was quite interesting. We had a lot of I have to pee moments, like probably mostly spasming in the bladder. It was insane in the membrane. I think I got him to bed a little bit after 7. He didn't actually fall asleep till probably closer to 11. And it was literally reminiscent of a child who has a temper tantrum. I had one of those. And I remember she sat outside my door for 4 hours in the wee hours of the morning, and we both had to get up and work. And all you can think about during that time is not hurting them, right? I mean, and if you lie saying that it didn't happen or whatever, I know you're full of shit. So, you do everything in your power. Like it was like, you go, nope, I'm going to hurt her. You go, nope, I can't, I'm going to kill her. We had one of those. I won't mention any names, but she was our first. Yeah. So anyway, I was in bed. I said, this like literally reminds me of Jennifer at 4.5 throwing a temper tantrum, wanting to be in our room, and Dan shut the door and said no, or just wanting our door open for the simple pleasure of her controlling whatever it was, stupid, but they just can't stop. Well, Ed was the same way last night. Yeah. So all the good advice I got for like poise pads and all that stuff became non-existent, because at that point, Dan had to barricade his father in the bed. He broke through the straps. He was insane. Every 30 seconds, Dan would get in bed, and it would be like, Daniel, I have to pee right now. Now, mind you, we got him up several times to change him. And, it's just a spasm. So, you have to just obviously set a plan and have a limit, right? Because you can't be changing diapers every 10 seconds or undergarments or whatever the people you want me to call them. I call them diapers. So does Ed. So does Dan. So undergarments or briefs, whatever people, I've just seen this incessant, like, please change your wording. I'm not changing my wording. It doesn't affect anybody in this house. And if it did, then we would. But when it doesn't, no, we're not changing it because you feel it's better. Just not the way it works. Okay. So anyway, Dan took finally he looked like, there's so many that we have videos, and we were just, he was sweating. He was moving so much, like doing acrobatics. His legs were up. Like he reminded me of one of those, swimming acrobatic people. What do they do? The water, not even water aerobics, but performances, at the Olympics. He was moving his legs. He was moving the guy. And, one thing about Ed, yes, he may have had some uncomfortability because of the spasming, and, his body's still regulating to all this stuff. But it's insane. He's stubborn. So there's that. And he's a lot back to almost normal. Of course, like pre-fall, where he's just determined and he wants to do what he wants to do. It was insane. Like, when I tell you insane, it was insane. So, like, he finally fell asleep. I think I fell asleep by 11. He didn't say anything for the rest of the night. 6:30, he started saying, I got to go pee again. So I got him up. And I knew there was going to be issues, right? I knew there was going to be leakage. I knew there was going to be things because he was sleeping. You don't wake a sleeping baby. No, you don't. And I was like, I'm sleeping. I'm not going to do this. So I knew there was going to be repercussions in the morning time because we weren't able to do everything perfect like originally we had when we put him to bed. So I can see how those things are going to help us tremendously. But on a night like that, you just let it go and you deal with it in the morning. Anyway, happy Friday. Happy birthday to Dan. And don't forget, Millie Pig coloring book is out today. Amazon. There you have it.